Go girl!
Woo!
That's change we can believe in.
I'm still confused about that. So, hi, I'm Brandi, candidate for County Commissioner in District 4. I am in the process of moving into District 4 after a recent incident that was brought to light to the supervisor of elections, showing that my house is just outside of the boundaries, even though the supervisor of elections showed I'm in 4. I am running because I think it's time for us to have elected officials that actually care about and work for the citizens of Pasco County. Pasco County is #1 in hepatitis. Yay, Pasco. And this is under the watch of the people that we currently have elected. We are leading the state of Florida in hepatitis B and hepatitis C infections. That's not something we should be proud of. When I sat here and had to sit in the audience and listen to some of our current representatives talking about things that directly impact West Pasco, an area I have lived in for about 9 years now, and it seemed to me she was out of touch. And this seems to be our problem. And I really wish her dad would have stayed here, because I would have said, Jack, come on up, let's debate. Because it's time for us to be out there. It's time for us to make sure that the citizens of Pasco are represented. I am tired of hearing, oh, well, it's only the coast and it's only West Pasco. No, when West Pasco fails, so does the rest of the county. We have great people that live on the west side. I am a social worker. I have been advocating for people for 20 years. I recently lost my job due to our current state legislators eliminating Project AIDS Care waiver, traumatic brain injury waiver, and cystic fibrosis waiver from the Medicaid program, because a single adult in the state of Florida does not qualify for Medicaid without a specialized program. And now these individuals who are terminally ill or severely ill have to wait on a waiting list that is 60,000 people long. That's a problem. That is something that our legislators should be ashamed of. And I understand they wanted to turn Medicaid into a for-profit system. But isn't it time for our elected officials to stop profiting off of the backs of its citizens? I want to bring in jobs into West Pasco, reverse the flow of traffic, so we're not seeing this traffic influx onto 54 where everybody's driving to Tampa, everybody's driving to Pinellas. If we started building different places that people could work on the west side, different types of employment, not just retail, we're going to see a reverse in the flow of traffic. This is a good solution, but it's not something we're looking for. We have problems with a lot of issues with water quality, and I listen to people talking about it. Our biggest issue is we have leaking septics along the coast. Nobody is addressing that issue. You want to know why we can't bring in tourism? Because nobody wants to swim in poop water. Nobody. Who wants to go to our beaches when they're closed 90% of the time, but yet our county commissioners say, we're pushing tourism? Where? You're not going to get people to swim in beaches that are closed because of fecal coliform bacterial infestation, which is directly connected to everything that we have going on the west side. We need to have commissioners who are paying attention and minding the store, and nobody is. My opponent is not here tonight. I'm hoping he makes it to one of the debates, and I understand he probably won't, because those are the rumors I'm being told. I would love to reschedule a debate with him, but he won't. Every time he knows that I am going to be at the same event as him, he cancels the night before for personal reasons. This is a concern. If you're afraid of the people you are elected to represent, because technically I am his constituent, and he can't even be seen on a stage with me to debate me, to talk about the things that directly impact the citizens of this county, that's a problem. And how many personal issues can he have that come up for every single debate, every single event? Anybody? How many? I'm a single mom. I was raised by a single dad. I grew up in Michigan. I'm endorsed by Teamsters Local 79, SEIU 1199. I'm endorsed by Sierra Club. I'm endorsed by the Veterans Caucus, the Environmental Caucus, a lot of different groups. Why? Because I represent people, because I know what it's like to fight. And I understand that sometimes it's an uphill battle. But my grandfather, who was a highly decorated World War II veteran, taught me this. Sometimes you have to stand up and do what's right. It's not necessarily going to be popular, but it's right. And you stand up for people, and you say this is wrong, and you change it. You're going to get doors slammed in your face, but you keep on fighting. And that is what I learned from my dad, and that is what I learned from my grandfather, and that is what I will be bringing to the citizens of District 4 in Pasco County. Thank you.